happening? What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, a good morning. We gotta get this thing jumping around the corner. Yes, sir. It is a Freestyle Friday, man. We gonna talk to some people on the phones if y'all wanna call in for the win. We gonna get this thing jumping, man. Let's go. Please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. Let the people know we live in the building with it. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's go. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge your card. Give me a 1 if everything sounds good. Give me a 1 if everything sounds lovely. Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy C-Mo2476. Michael Lockhart in the building. What's happening? We in the building with it. It is a Freestyle Friday. Let's go. Shout out to Charlie Jones sliding in for the win. My boy Jeremy Salas. Them members sliding in. Let's go. Let's do it. But first and foremost, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most. What they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner, man. Let them know we live in the trap with it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back.
Miss Regina with the green slide in. James Simmons. Shout out to all my people. Let's go. Shout out to Miss Etta Lockhart slide in. The Lockhart Walk. Let's go.
Cause we just getting cake and they just in the way.
Hey.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockouts, but it's real now,
real fly.
I probably average your career.
Let's go.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we
Toxic
deal. Lonely CEO, CIP the dollar. Took my brother.
Hey, one of these shows, we gotta get the orders of these names.
I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run of them comma. The summer, run of them numbers, yeah.
How did you become the toxic cactus, sir? I gotta know. Shout out to Brendan Dunn. What's happening?
Money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate.
Hey.
That what make
shout out to John Cofield with the T.
And we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey. That what make them hate. That what make them hate.
Let's go.
Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way.
Hey. Hey. Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. We in here. It is a Freestyle Friday. Hey, thank God it's Friday. Y'all already know that, man. And we real close to football. We got, 3 games in 12 days? That's going to be a doozy right there. So we know our Cowboys got to come in here focused and handle some business, y'all. We gotta be focused. We gotta handle business. That's for sure. And this is plenty of reasons why we should not come in here playing around, why we should not play with our food, why we should be focused, and why we should go in here and practice what we preach. Be dominant. Go in here and be assertive and take over this game so we can sit our people. But one of the reasons is, we already discussed this is another NFC opponent. And we can't afford to drop this game. We can't afford to play around with this team. We got to go in here and show them who we are. We are a focused, playoff-driven team, and we trying to go over there and take over and show the world who we are. So we can't play with them because we NFC team. We already dropped Arizona. We dropped San Francisco and the Eagles. That's 3 losses in the NFC already. So we really can't afford to play around in the NFC at all. Not one bit. And you know, the reason I'm saying NFC, some people may not know, you know, when it's close down the stretch in the playoff games, okay, say for instance, us, the Cowboys, and the 49ers are tied up. Like, say, for instance, we had the same record going down the stretch. You know how they going to differentiate the seeding in the playoffs? They going to say, hey, how many wins does the Cowboys got in the NFC? How many wins does the 49ers got in the NFC? And that's what'll be that'll be the deciding factor. That would be what separates us and give them the edge over us if we end up having the same record. And then, you know, at the same time, they'll say San Francisco beat us, so they'll give up them the edge anyway. But that was just an example. Like, say, for instance, Seattle. If it was Cowboys in Seattle before we play, they'll have to decide, like, who got the most NFC wins. And then after that, they'll be able to say, okay, the Cowboys got more, so we'll move up over them. So it's very important that we handle business in our conference, especially for playoff seeding. And we don't have the luxury to be playing around with no team. We already took our lump. We already lost and laid our egg of the year. We already did that. We can't afford to do it no more. We can't. Trap. I know that ain't Mr. Bad Influence in the building, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, sir. Where you been at? You ain't been talking to them feds, have you, boy? You ain't been talking. Hey, you know, on them mob movies, when somebody be gone for a long time and they come back, you don't even trust them the same no more. Good. But I know Swain a good soldier. He ain't gonna do nothing like that, man. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Swain one of the originals, like Mr. Bad Influence. He come in the chat box and tell everybody to do everything wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's just how he get it. Shout out to Top Montana sliding in. Miss Patrice Langford in the building. JV B-Boy in the building. Who else rocking with me? Common Sense Lab in the building. Splendor Poppy in the building. Kelvin Hicks. Jeffrey Smith. And who else? John Cofield. Shout out to everybody rocking. But I think that was a pretty much a good reason right there alone not to play around with them. Another reason I say I don't want us to play around with them because I feel like we've been doing something different. I feel like this is a whole new way we operate on offense. Miss Patrice said, check the cash out. Yes, ma'am. Let me see. Appreciate you, Miss Patrice, for the $25 cash out. We appreciate you over here in the trap, Miss Patrice. Thank you. Trap. But we appreciate you keeping the lights on around here, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Cowboys Click sliding in, man. We freestyling today, man. Any questions y'all want to talk about? I say I don't do this. And really, these be like some of the best shows when we just up here just talking and kicking it casually and just coming up with things to talk about, get on the phones and stuff like that. Those end up being some of the best shows, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So I did want to just kick it with y'all. You know, this is a slow week with the Carolina Panthers. The Cowboys should beat the living stuffing out of them boys. If we play around with them, we don't deserve the playoffs. I'm going to tell you that right now. If we come in here playing with the Carolina Panthers, we don't deserve the playoffs. So I stand on that. I'm solid on that. What Splendor hit?
I'm solid and stand on whatever.
Splendor said hit the big X button. That was the reason to hit the big X button. You know what I'm saying? She said, read my Cash App title. Okay, I got you, Miss Patrice. What you said on that? Let's see. She said, for the Acapella Friday. Okay, I got you, Miss Patrice. I got you. She put in a request. I got you. You know I'm going to deliver for you. This is Freestyle Friday, so it's only right, Miss Patrice. It's only right. Cowboys Click says, should have beat Arizona. The Cowboys allowed to lose those trap games. Exactly. I say, look. This is the NFL, people. We only get one a year. One a year, you should expect, put that down on your calendar. One per year, even good teams. Even good teams going to have one game a year where they just lay an egg and they just lose. It is what it is. That's just Trap boy Red in the building. Mr. Jose CPW Banks in the building. What's happening? But what y'all think about that? Just even good teams. They have one game, right? They just lay an egg. Like I said, even last year, what happened? The Chiefs, they lost to the Colts, bro. To the Colts with Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would expect them to lose to the Matt Ryan Colts? So, and they went on to win the Super Bowl. The Eagles lost some games last year, and they went to the Super Bowl. So, Like, it's just a weird thing in the NFL. You gonna drop a game. But when you do that again, let's see. We lost to Arizona. Then we lost to the 49ers. Then we lost to the Eagles. The 49ers and the Eagles, them two good teams. We're not allowed another egg. We're not allowed that. Shout out to Danny Holmes in the building. What's happening with you, sir? But yeah, we're not allowed another blunder, another drop, like lay another egg. We can't do that. We can't do that at all. So yeah, that's another reason. But my second reason is why we shouldn't go in here playing around and sleeping on this team is because it's obvious that we playing with a whole nother playbook, right? It seemed like Mike McCarthy got that first playbook of the first 4-5 weeks. He balled up the playbook. You know, Mike McCarthy, a big, strong dude. He balled up a whole book and threw it in the trash can, shot it like Kobe, and threw that away and moved on and said, hey, we need to do something else because this is not working. So shout out to Big Mike for being, taking constructive criticism and working on it and actually getting it better. That's my guy. That's why he is who.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
This is why Big Mike will be successful. Did you hear him? He said something like, man, you gotta evolve in this league. You gotta do different things. You gotta do things differently. And this is why he will be a successful coach in this league. This is why he will continue to be one of the better ones. You can't be great without evolving. Like, one of the best examples to me is like, back to the basketball, my coach Greg Popovich. At first, with the Spurs, we used to play one kind of way. Then next thing you know, the league developed into 3-point shots. And, hey, Pop was like, hey, I got to start shooting threes. Trap. You got to evolve. If you're going to be great in any space, you got to evolve with the times. You can't just stand still and stand pat. So that's what you see with Mike McCarthy. He's got a listening ear. His analytic team giving him more ideas and stuff now. And, he's taking more advice from the players, communicating with the people he coaching. So that's how you be successful. That's why it's good camaraderie in the locker room. That's why people live or die and standing on that mountain for Mr. Mike McCarthy right now. Look, what's the best bosses to work for? The ones who gonna take care of you, the ones who gonna stand up for you, the ones who gonna look out for you. Like, they gonna really make sure they take care of their guys. And it look like Mike McCarthy, one of those type dudes. He gonna take care of his players. He gonna make sure he stand up for his players. And he gonna do what works. Like, Mike, look, you know how much ego, you know how strong of a human being you gotta be to admit you was wrong and then change and do something else. You know how many people just stubborn and bullheaded and just keep being wrong? They just gonna be loud and wrong after that, They'll just rather be loud and wrong after that. They like, man, I'm not changing nothing. JV said, landlord, can I get that fitted? Hey, we'll see what we can do for you, man. We'll see what we can do for you. Miss Elder said 42 likes and 76 in the chat. We got to get better now. I know y'all going to take care of me, man. It's Friday. We should be feeling good on a Friday, right? It's Feel Good Friday. You understand? Chata said they don't want McCarthy gone like they want that gone. You saying they gonna rock with who you talking about, the fans or the front office? Shout out to the lunatic with the $2 super. He said, would you support Rico getting a start? DC4L. I mean, start for a running back, the lunatic, it's so crazy because, like, right, it don't really matter, like, who comes out there first. Think about it. It just matters who gets the most reps, in my opinion, and when you get the reps and what part of the game, what situation you get the reps. So I don't really care about, I don't really care about who come out there first, if that's what you mean. I assume you mean who gets the most reps. Let me know if I'm following you, the lunatic. I assume you mean getting more reps. Who get the most reps? Because starting don't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Not really. But I say I really want to see more Rico. Like, I say it's certain situations that I would prefer Rico in, especially like in the red zone. Give Rico the ball, man. Give Rico the ball. He got you up there, got like a 20-yard run, and then you take him out in the red zone. It makes no sense. that brings up my antennas. I start questioning that, It brings up my antennas. I start getting suspicious. I start thinking like a conspiracy theorist after that. We don't want to do that. Just get a man the ball. I thought that was normal practice in football. If you make a big run, you know what I'm saying, get the man a touchdown. If a running back gets you to the red zone, most of the time you'll reward that running back with a touchdown. I don't know why in the world would they take out Tony Pollard like that. I mean, take Rico out the game and put Tony there and force it, and then it don't work. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's politics. We got to get better than that. But I would definitely let Rico be way more involved in the red zone. The lunatic said, yes, want to see him with a majority of the touch. Okay, I can see that. And look, it only makes sense. This is no knock at Tony, but, maybe the injury is affecting him a little bit. Maybe it is. Not saying that Tony is terrible, because he actually did better last game. Tony had a better game running. I ain't even looking at the yardage. I'm talking about when I seen him putting his foot in the dirt, actually being decisive and being patient as well. I seen him doing that. So I'm not looking at it like Tony didn't know what he was doing or Tony just all of a sudden bad. I'm looking at it saying like Tony just needed to get, get his feet up under him. He's coming off an injury. It takes a lot when you coming off an injury like Tony did. So maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe he got to trust his body again. It's certain stuff like that we can't detect just looking at film. All we could say is like we'll probably attribute it to like confidence. Like Tony, he ain't got his confidence in him, or he ain't thinking it through all the way. We'll have to come with stuff like that because we're not in his body. We don't know. The only person know how Tony feels is Tony Pollard. Like he can even lie to the doctors if he want to. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he just keep getting better and better down the stretch. But shout out to Mr. Cowboys Click with the $19.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. He said it's Friday, school's out most of the next week. So most of next week. So I get extra time with my girls this week. It sounds like it's fun. Extra time with my girls this week. Get to Cowboys games really close. It's going to be a good week. Give Rico down on the ball more. Give Rico down on the ball more. I guess you're saying give Rico the ball down on the goal line, maybe red zone. Maybe it was a typo, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying. Hey, I'm out for a decent amount of next week too. My birthday coming up. Shout out to landlord. Trap. I'm a Thanksgiving baby, so it's coming soon. Well, Thanksgiving actually changes. The date of Thanksgiving changes every year. It's just the Thursday. But when I was born like right on Thanksgiving. So my birthday moving on down the line is November the 28th. So I'm ready for next week as well. So yeah, it's about my time to shine, Mr. Cowboys Click. Shout out to the lunatic once again with the $2 super. He said, shout out to Cowboy Nation, second to none, DC4L. Absolutely, man. You already know who we are, lunatic.
We are America's team.
You already know who we is.
The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
But yeah, I was getting to the point where I was saying that Mike McCarthy had to change his whole playbook. And now I'm ready for this team to perfect that. See, what's so crazy, we all can agree that we changed the way we play. I think that's obvious. Shout out to B-Bird sliding in for the win, man, them members. He just became a member the other day, man, so salute to B-Bird, you understand? Shout out to you. But listen, I think it's safe to say that we all know we changed the way we play, right? Like, that's obvious from the beginning of the season, and Mike McCarthy even said as much. He said we got to cut loose. So if that's the case, I want us to perfect the style of play we playing in now. So I don't want to go in this game looking at it like, it's just the Panthers. I want to go into this game like, look, we need to be practicing what we preach. We need to be getting better at what we doing now. The identity that we have now, we need to embrace it fully and get better and better. So when we go up against these boss fights, against these Eagles and against, these Buffaloes on the road, even though Buffalo ain't playing that well, going to Buffalo is still a thing. So going against these big top-notch teams, Detroit around this time now, we want to be already knowing exactly who we are, having an identity. think about it. Even with the Eagles game, we really didn't even have our identity yet. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't. We was just not becoming this team we became over the last 3 games. We didn't really know who we were yet. So now we really kind of having an identity now, and it seems like we should be perfecting this going up against these teams like this. So we need to get more reps and playing this play style so we can embrace our new identity. I think that's a thing. Shout out to Miss Patrice with the $1.99 for your mind. She says, you 28th, I'm 29th, SAG life. Let's go. Yeah, that's why I know you a real one, Miss Patrice. I know it. Trap. Y'all see I'm trying to fight through my voice thingy thing going on right now. But, hey, I'm here for y'all, man. I'm here for y'all. You know, Cowboy Nation needs to hear some of this stuff I be saying sometimes, man. I think I help the nation at times, you know what I'm saying? I think I do. You know, I think I do. Some of these ideas need to be out here. Shout out to my YouTube brother HT on Sports. He says Cowboys motion percentage has increased. Dak Prescott has run the ball more, and the Cowboys are throwing the ball down the field. Those are some of the biggest changes. Exactly. And like you said motion. We've been motioning. We done pretty much stole the Miami Dolphins playbook almost, you know. I ain't mad at Big Mike, man. I ain't mad at him because if it's working, why won't you implement it on your team? And then look, HTM, this something I seen on film too. It's certain motions that Miami used with Tyreek Hill, right? That him just being a super fast dude, that's what make it work. We don't have a dude that had that caliber of speed the last game. Now, I feel like we need to use Turpin in them same type of motions, like that exit motion that they do, and they got like an orbit motion that they start on the top of the field and go back around and come back down. Like, Turpin need to be doing that type of stuff. Like, we need to be simulating Turpin in those motions just like Tyreek Hill. Now, Turpin is not Tyreek Hill, but I'm talking about he has the speed to be able to get the leverage off of those exotic motions that he been doing. So I think Mike McCarthy need to utilize Turpin in that role. I think it'll fit him perfectly. Cause look, that's why Tyreek Hill be tired, boy. Look, Tyreek Hill be huffing and puffing over there. Cause sometimes look, he be running, he'll run 100 yards before the play even start. Like, trap. Hey, you'll see Tyreek over there here. Hey, after he make a catch, he holding his hand up. He trying to go to the sideline because they actually utilize him a lot before the play even starts. So I think that'll be something smart. And then Turpin is not a guy that got a super significant role in this offense. So I feel like we need to let Turpin take that role. Because everybody doing it. Like they said, who said this? Yeah, Jeffrey Smith, you know it's a copycat league. If somebody doing something great, boom, now everybody doing it. Just like the what it was, the Wildcat. When who that was started the Wildcat? Was it Miami? I think Miami kind of started the Wildcat, right? I think Miami kind of brought it back. I ain't sure if they was like the origin of the Wildcat, but I know they kind of made it fashionable at one point in time with Rico Williams and all of them. So once they seen the Wildcat dominating, they like, hey, everybody need to do the Wildcat. Like, everybody implemented a little of the Wildcat in their offense because it was so hot, because it was so dominant. So this is a copycat league, believe it or not. Everybody wants to do the hot thing. And look, I'm mad about some of the copycat because, look, everybody trying to do what the Eagles do. I feel like the Cowboys should just leave that alone. I don't want to do that. Man, I was low-key pissed when I seen us do that. Like, man, look, leave them, let them have that little tush-push stuff. I don't want to do that. Let them have that because I'd rather run a real play. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather run a real play. If that ain't what we do, that's what they do. Leave them, let them have that. We need to run our real plays. Let's get us a signature play like that. Because it seems like when we do it, it just don't work. So let them have that. They got that. Let them have that. Let them have that, Mike. But like I said, that's another area where I say exactly how this is a copycat league. People see the Philadelphia Eagles being successful with that crap. Now everybody want to do it. Just like the Wildcat and now just like this Miami super exit motions and orbit motions and just crazy motions before the snap. So everybody is gonna copy until the league figures it out. Because look, no matter how unstoppable most stuff is, the league gonna figure you out, bro. They gonna figure you out.
Trap.
I don't care how hot you think you is. The league gonna figure you out. So once that happens, then you gotta counter off of that. Cause the league they gonna counter you. They just gotta get enough film, they gotta study it enough, and they gonna figure you out and they gonna stop it. Excuse me. Just like the read option was a thing too. Everybody went doing the read option. Everybody went doing RPOs. I don't know. Was it who started the RPO game? Who brought it back? I think it might have been the Eagles. Let me know. Who remember? Who kind of made the RPO game hot again? Because I'm thinking it might have been the Eagles with Carson Wentz and them doing the RPO game. I could be mistaken. But it was somebody brought the RPO back and made the RPO super hot, and everybody started doing it. Oh, okay, Kaepernick now. Shanahan. But I know that the Eagles was doing it a lot. It was a lot of other teams started doing RPO real crazy. So, yeah, maybe RG3 was doing it back then too. So, RPO was a hot trend in the league. Not everybody does RPO. It's just a copycat league, and some things are good. So, just imagine this. We looking at Miami doing these motions. We over here like, if we did it, we might do it even better. You know what I'm saying? Trap. See, this is when people call you a couch coach and stuff like that. Some of this stuff is like just that simple. We see other teams doing all this exotic, erotic, all type of stuff, and we be like, why the Cowboys can't do none of this stuff? Why the Cowboys ain't doing none of these little flick end zone plays that Patrick Mahomes love to do? Patrick Mahomes got about 30 little toss plays that he do to the tight ends and running backs and stuff in the red zone. Why we can't do none of that stuff? They in the West Coast offense too. But it do be that simple sometimes. Sometimes your coach, your OC need to just take notes and go implement that into his system. Sometimes it really is just that simple. And that's what it looked like Mike McCarthy did. It seemed like Dak Prescott and who else? CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks just walked in the Mike McCarthy door like, hey, Mike McCarthy, let me holler at you. Do you see what Miami is doing? We need to get some of that in over here in Dallas. Trap. It was just a simple transition just like that. Hey, Mike, you see what they doing? Look at how it affects the defense. We need more of that over here. We need to implement that into our offense. Mike, being the humble leader, nothing is better than a humble leader. Mike being the humble leader that he is, you know what? We gonna give it a try, okay? Hey, throw some of them plays that I was trying out. We gonna put that in and see what happens. That's a humble leader. That's how you end up with one of the better offenses all of a sudden. Everybody was down Mike play calling and his play design and this offense as a whole. Now I think most people are bullish on this offense all of a sudden, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. I think most people bullish about this offense these days. Trap. I think everybody likes the trajectory this offense is going in. I think everybody can say, hey, they are progressing. I feel comfortable about this offense going forward. I like the things that I'm seeing. Just motion alone caused a whole lot of problems for a lot of these teams we've been playing. Just implement more pre-snap motions. It was just that simple. And now you are seeing a high-powered offense produce on a consistent basis. Shout out to Chris Heeg and Night Out Cowboy on Facebook. He said it was RG3 with Stevens and Morris. Okay, yeah. So then that RPO game took over the league. Now everybody like, hey, we gotta put some kind of RPO on there. It is a copycat league. It's definitely a copycat league, and some of the copycat stuff be good. Sometimes it be bad, but most of the OCs like, hey, I gotta at least try it. But whoa, I thought you said something. But I thought you said something else or something, but yeah. But let's see. Let's pull a comment. Y'all, what y'all want to talk about now? We freestyling on a Friday. That's what we doing. we might pull a phone call. We might open up the phones. Let me know if y'all want to open up the phones and jump in for a minute. Do a phone logo, and I pull up the phones for y'all if y'all want to talk. We doing a Freestyle Friday. We got a conversation to have, and we spinning back right after this with another show with HTM West Coast, and I believe a special guest. Y'all have to tap back in to see who it's gonna be. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Common Sense Lab says, I need 2 or 3 screens mixed with the motions and passes to running backs. This offense can explode. I agree. When you say that, Common Sense, who would you like to see screening? Because I would like to see Turpin in a screen situation or Brandon Cooks in screen situations. People forget that Brandon Cooks was really successful being a screen kind of guy over there with the Texans. That's kind of what he was doing. So not like that's not like he was like a gadget guy, but that was a part of what he was offering for the Texans. So I would like to see Turpin do some stuff like that, or Brandon Cooks. I would like to see either one of them get involved in space. Get them boys the ball in space. Rico too. We seen what Rico did with the screen games.
Trap.
That was the day I became a Rico Dowdle fan. Hey, look, I just felt like, hey, I became a Rico fan. Who expected this? I don't know nobody who was like, Rico finna go crazy this year. And we up here standing on the hill for Rico, like, bro, Rico need to get involved more. Now we see what Rico is capable of. So that particular play right there is what got me. That play got me. When I seen Rico do he did like an epic screenplay. What game was that, y'all? I forget now. What game was that? He did like a crazy spin. He gained like 20, 30 yards. We was like, wow. This dude, when I said this dude need the ball, bro. Y'all need to get this dude the ball. Okay, they said they want to crank up the phone, so we're going to crank up the phone for a minute. Y'all please call in, man. I be getting jealous listening to other people's phone call shows, and I see some of the people that be in my chat, and they don't call me. You know what I'm saying? I had to touch my heart. I felt that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. Hold on. Let me pull up the phones real quickly. My computer want to act crazy slow right now. Where you at, phones? There we go. All right. Host. Bam. Okay, the phones are on.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Here go the line, the call-in line number right here. Okay. And y'all tap in, man. Y'all tap in. Make sure y'all go ahead and call, cause I don't want to mess up the vibe of the show. Waiting on calls. I get discouraged and embarrassed. People leaving me up here to dry. So I won't allow that for long. So y'all gonna hit me up. Let's do it. How many seconds we got? Cause they already ain't calling. Okay, I got one call in the building. Okay, you got 870. You're live in the Trend app. What's happening?
Man, you know who it is, man. It's your boy Henny the Boy for Live from Liquor Store, man. How you doing?
I'm great, sir. What's happening with you? What you got for the show, Mr. Hen?
Man, how would that thought, man? I'm gonna walk outside so folks can hear me.
Okay.
You know, I'm still at the day job. I had to run my mouth for a second.
I feel you, man. I know you got some heat for the people. What you got for us, man?
Man, listen, this game coming up ain't about the damn Panthers. It ain't about nothing. Ain't really about the X and O. It's about the Dallas Cowboys getting better and executing the way that we need to execute going forward, man.
Facts.
Because listen, when you gonna go out there, you're gonna play an offensive line that ain't very good. There's not really that much talent on the defense outside of Brian Burns. I know they got J.C. Horn and them other boys, but they're not even expecting for J.C. Horn to be back. They're down one of their better weapons in Hayden Hurst. He's in concussion protocol. So these boys is reeling.
Yeah.
What I want to see is the Dallas Cowboys go out there and have a feel-good game, man. Mm-hmm. I want them to go out there I want to go out there and continue to use motion. CD Lamb, he's 30 yards away from reaching 1,000 yards. Make sure he get that. Dak Prescott, I'll try to get my boy 300 yards in the first 3 quarters, man. Because if he hit the 300-yard mark, then there's going to be 4 consecutive 300-yard games. First time for that to happen in franchise history.
It sounds like that's going to be done. That's going to be done.
Yeah, man. So those are the things I want, man. And listen, get Rico Dowdle involved. Make Tony Pollard feel better about himself, man. Like, this is a very bad run defense. Go out there and run the football. Establish yourself in the trenches. Because, listen, I know Dak is cooking. I know he's going crazy, setting all these records in the MVP conversation. But when it gets cold,
it's going to be hard to run then. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to throw.
It's going to be hard. Yeah, like, you're going to need to get this man some help. Help this man out. Get this man a run game. So those are basically all I want to say, man. Like, we're going to talk about it more. We're going to do Cowboys Uncut at 12. We got a special guest coming in. Law Nation supposed to tap in with us, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with us at 12. And, hey, man, just want to say kudos to you on the show, man. Always putting in good content, my boy. And, I'll be hollering at you soon.
Already, man. We appreciate you, man. Mr. HT on Sports. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my boy. You should know if you tapped in with me, you should be tapped in with him, man. So y'all make sure y'all go show some love. I had another caller. They disappeared. So look, I got maybe about 5 more. Well, we'll do about 2 more minutes. If you want to call in, let me know. I was just about to take the call. They disappeared. So the line's still open. Shout out to you guys to pour sliding in for the win. Them members. She says, hey, peace, landlord, and Cowboy fans in the chat. Shout out to you, Miss You Goddess. So let's do it. We got, let's see. I got somebody calling in. No, I don't. Okay, look, we gonna wait for a little bit more. I'm gonna give y'all a little more time. But after that, I'm gonna have to get up out of here. Joe says, I thought the special guest was Jerry Jones. Jerry ain't coming over here to the trap, Joe. Well, Jerry probably be in the trap, but not this trap in particular. That's crazy. But let's see. I'm gonna put a time on here. If you wanted to ever cuss landlord out, this is your opportunity. I might give you 1 sentence long, a sentence. That's about it. Okay, I got a couple of callers coming in for the win. Let's see. I don't know what order they came in. So, okay. I'll say 956, you live in the trap. What's happening?
Landlord, Cowboys Nation, we trapping on a Freestyle Friday.
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoying it?
What's happening, Lunatic?
As
what you got for the show,
Are you
man?
not entertained?
Yes, sir. What you got for the show today, Mr. Lunatic? Appreciate your support, too.
Again, Cowboys Nation, this is the coverage. This is preseason game number 5. It just happens to be in week 10 of the regular season. So this is the coverage. What do we need to fix for our playoff push, for our Thanksgiving week matchup? So this is why we support new Cowboys media. They
Absolutely.
give us, hey, who's that guy that we just signed, that defensive tackle? What about Jordan Lewis? Is he getting cooked in the slot? This is where we get our information that we deserve as Cowboys Nation. Now, landlord, I will admit, when I heard Mike McCarthy say, well, yeah, I saw every play, offensive snap when Dallas, when I was that year off, I was like, man,
that's cap.
You lied. But you know what? Cap. One thing is getting your foot in the door. Another thing is kicking that door down and saying, you know what? I know what got me fired in Green Bay. That ain't gonna happen here. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out listening to my players, listening to my staff, and saying, hey, how can we improve this? Because it's an evolution. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint. This is the time when you want to be peaking going into November, December, January, and beyond. And Big Mike, you gotta admit, where we see other teams doing plays and say, hey, how come we're not doing that? All of a sudden, we are doing it. It might be a little slower than we want, but the evolution is there. Brandon Cooks, again, I love it. I would love to see Brandon Cooks as the number 2.
The conference has been locked.
But, man, if you get that speed, defenses will...
The conference has been unlocked.
Just his speed, and I love it. Don't give me Gallup. He had, 2 targets? That's great. Thank you, Michael. You helped us in the past, but it's a tough injury. It's a tough business.
Yeah.
But now get it to the hot hand so that we can get it rolling and correct those issues. Even Carolina, what did Frank Reich say? Yeah, I'm taking back play calling. We've only scored 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games. Hell, I could do the play calling, and it ain't going to help because they're that bad. You take advantage of your schedule, and you get right for the end of the season. Thank you, landlord, again. Thank you, Cowboys Nation. Call in. Let's get what are your concerns? What do you think? Hey, I want Rico. I want Jordan Lewis a little bit improved. Hey, Bland, where the hell did he come from? And all this, Mike, I didn't get a sack. Hey, you affected the game and let everybody else share in the glory.
Facts.
That just comes with maturity. It's great. Thank you, landlord. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the turkey weekend. Let's go. Puro pinche Cowboys.
Already, the lunatic. Appreciate you, sir, and everything you do for the nation, sir. You have a good one. All right, we got It's Too Easy in the building. What's happening with you? You're live in the trap, sir. What's going on?
Best believe, top of the morning, OG.
What's happening with you, man? What you got for the show?
Oh, nothing much, man. I was watching and somebody hung up on you, so I said I'll replace them.
Yeah, I appreciate it. They hung up on me, man. They did me dirty, man. They did me dirty. But, hey, I see some people saying they having trouble with the phones. I still got it open for y'all, so try one more time. If not, I have to work on it in the future, and we'll get it all the way together, man. But I appreciate y'all. But go ahead.
That number to y'all calls, man. Save that number.
Yeah.
Access code. But no, man, I just want to say I appreciate you, everything you're doing for the nation, man. I didn't really want nothing. Like I said, I was just calling in for somebody who hung up on you. I can't leave you hanging. I don't want to see that ugly cry.
Don't nobody want to see that ugly cry, man.
Ugly cry.
You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be hurting my feelings like that on a Friday, man. It's a feel-good Friday.
I don't know Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be nefarious like landlord.
Please don't. But is it anything you got for like interesting about this game? Something you want to see us do though?
Man, I for sure want to see Rico Dowdle more. Him getting the ball is just, you see a totally different change in the way our offense runs. And it seemed like, what is McCarthy doing when Rico Dowdle make an explosive play and then you run Tony Pollard at the one, he don't get it, and that got to bail us out. Like, let this man finish his food.
It look like when Rico out there going in and we be over here impressed, Mike McCarthy look like he be like not looking or something. Like, it just so happened conveniently he's not paying attention. Like, they put the camera back on Mike and he be like, oh, what just happened? And Rico out here eating. So it got to be something like that, man, because you're not blind, Mike. You see what this man doing. Get this man the ball more, man. It's simple.
Exactly. Then he's a power back. He has the power to get in the end zone. He did it.
Yeah. Mr. Donnell Lamar says, do you feel this game we can get Martavius involved? What you think about that, Mr. It's Too Easy? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to call him up no matter unless it's an injury or something.
Man, we'll see Martavius when we see Trey Lance. That's all.
Look, I hope he can do some stuff because I do feel like he fulfilled the void that we have. You know what I'm saying? He could be a Michael Gallup replacement.
Big red zone.
Yeah. But I don't know if he gonna be good enough to demand those snaps. He gotta overtake a lot of people. That's the only thing. Yeah.
You gotta earn that. Or what you can do is all them pass plays you do in the shoemaker, give them to Martavius.
Man, listen. Y'all know I don't wanna be making Schoonmaker the punching bag, man, but it's just very frustrating what they doing right now. He's a rookie, It's Too Easy. You gotta give him time you gotta give him time. But this ain't the time. That's my whole argument.
Exactly.
You gotta give him time, but this ain't the time. That's all I'm saying. Trap. I think we need that on a t-shirt. You gotta give him time, but this ain't the time. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Cause look, I think he gonna be good maybe next year after that. He might just be like Swain them and like like Blake Jarwin and just like what's his name?
Schultz.
Yeah, Schultz and them and stuff. Like it took them 2-3 years to be a good tight end. What Jake Ferguson is doing, y'all should put some respect on him. Cause at the trajectory that Ferguson balling, he might be dominant after a while. And like this is unheard of. This is unheard of. It usually take our tight ends 3-4 years to be good.
Yes, sir.
So Ferguson is ahead of schedule.
I want to see more. Yeah, this game I want to see more of the Ricola.
Yeah.
Go ahead and spam that one. Spam Lamb.
Absolutely.
Target Turk. And let Cooks cook.
Absolutely.
Fergie, keep doing what you doing, man.
Fine Ferg. I seen somebody say fine Ferg. Fine Ferg. Hey, all these slogans, they roll off the tongue easily, and hey, they catch it. They gonna have you remembering. So, hey, maybe it do find a way into the subconscious of Schottenheimer and who else? Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy. They might hear it one day and be like, maybe I do implement that in this offense. So, who knows?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But
that's all I have for the show, man.
I appreciate you, man. You take care of yourself and have a good day.
Likewise, and you already know.
Already, man.
You already know how it is about this basketball side of things. We enemies.
Man, you a Laker, ain't you? I forgot you the Lakers fan. You know,
come on, man.
Just simmer down, simmer yourself down. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand you Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that on a different topic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring that up a different day. But I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Already.
Have a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't nobody else call back in because I left the phones unlocked. But since we didn't get no participants, I'm gonna go ahead and let this ride. So we gonna do more shows like this, man, so I can just freestyle and talk to y'all, answer y'all questions, all that good stuff. So we can be just super interactive. This just gonna be a super interactive day. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 super. He says, I try next time, landlord. I think it automatically hung up if you don't get to us in time. Then the wife called. I got you, bro. Okay, I appreciate you, man. I was just trying to make sure it wasn't on my end. So maybe it is a timing thing, Common Sense. So forgive me. We'll make sure we get you in the next go round. That's on me. But yeah, man, let's see. Blink. Hold on, who this? I don't know if I ever seen you, but welcome to the trap, sir. He says, let's CD get another 150 for another 3 to 4 games. LOL. Like, that'll be a hard record to break. You know what I'm saying? He's doing stuff nobody ever done before. And I think he should get it this game. Just go and extend this. Extend that record and let him sit down. While we cooking these boys, let him get his stuff up, man. Because, like I said, some people had a problem with us letting him get to that record and stuff. And then they felt like it was like corny or anything like that. But, bro, would you want to do all this hard work to get that close and not go all the way? That's foolish. Like, I ain't mad at them. Let that man, he earned that. So let that man go get it. He earned it. Like, some people will never be in that position. So why would he get that close to the position and let it go away? That's crazy. Let that man get it. He earned it. He earned it. Oh, he said, been here for a minute having you in the background while I work. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, I understand. I do the same thing when I'm at work. Listen to my content creators. John Cofield says, landlord, it takes Schoonmaker that long. He will be almost 30. Trap. Hey, it's funny, John, but it's true, though. He ain't lying, though. It's like, dang. Oh, man. John, why you do that? Why you gotta point this out? We was having fun. I was smiling. It's Friday. You understand? Not only is this dude, I don't want to dog the man, bro. I'm trying my best. But I'm just saying, not only is he wasn't the pick that we wanted, you know what I'm saying? He's not He's not coming out the gate shutting us up. And the man already 25 years old.
Trap.
How much development you got? I'm speechless now. Because, look, we knew this, but we ain't think about this. Because I think we were talking about his age before the season. We were talking about his age before the season. Now, I'm sitting up here talking about he got years to develop, and John just gonna bust my bubble like that good.
Trap.
Man, I'm so discouraged after that, bro. I'm so discouraged after that, John. Man, you shouldn't have said that. Oh man. Shit. Hey, I'm speechless. You shouldn't have said that. Golly. Nah, it's over. We don't have time, bro. We don't have time. We don't have time to be waiting. And then look, he being hyperbolic, but not by much. Not by much at all.
Trap.
If we wait 3-4 years on school, this man will be a 29-year-old tight end. Like, for real. So how patient do we have to be? This is so frustrating. John, hey, I'm gonna have to put you, look, not literally shooters, not literally, oh, he got a wrench. But we gonna have to put you in like make-believe timeout, bro. We don't want to hear nothing else from you for me. John just screwed me all the way over this morning, bro. Like, John, why you gonna do that, man? Look, the next time, this is what I want y'all to do. I'm asking, I'm begging. If you see me up here laughing and happy and stuff, don't do that to me now, cause he done ruined my whole day.
Trap.
I can't even think positive about school no more. He gotta be good next year. Look, it ain't no he's young. He gotta be good next year. Next year he gotta be good. Cause think about this. Not only that, John, what's really concerning is if he's not good next year, he'll be 26. Going into 27. Now you got to think about actually giving this dude a contract, sir. You got to think about giving him a contract. You got to think about giving him a contract. Not only is he this up in age, bro, what are you going to do? You don't want to sign a 30-year-old tight end right now.
Trap.
Man. Dang, John. John just got you just did the mic drop of the week, bro. That's terrible, man. That's terrible news right there. Man, that took a lot away from school. I 100% almost, I didn't forget. It was just like out of sight, out of mind, the fact that he already 25 years old. And then you got these other tight ends, they ahead of him already. You got these other tight ends on our team and in his draft class that's doing well. So, like, bro, man, that's too much right there, John. That's too much. That hurts right there. That hurts. Troy Moore says, I have a humble suggestion. If you have 2 phones, connect one to a speaker, use that number as the business line, etc. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure something out then, Troy. You know, I'm still building this plane, man. I just got the phone, so you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the suggestion, though. I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to get better with the whole setup as well, so I appreciate you. Coach Miles said, landlord, what are y'all looking for second tight end this team to do? He said, what are y'all looking for the second tight end on this team to do? I mean, at this point, I want him to be involved. Are you talking about a second tight end or are you talking about Schoonmaker? Because to me, it's a difference. Because the reason I say that is a second tight end, I would look at Hendershot being a person that's another weapon, that's super involved, that's doing things, that's exploiting the seam against the defense and making catches and doing stuff. I would expect that from a second tight end, but from Schoonmaker, to me, it's a different requirement for him now. Because you're a second round pick and you're 25 years old. So now it's time for you to be doing something. Like, you need to be showing us some gratification sooner than later. Because Peyton Hendershot is an undrafted free agent. Like, he shouldn't even be on the same time clock. And he young. He shouldn't even be on the same time clock. But Schoon, he should be coming in ahead of a lot of guys. It was a lot of things we could have done with that second round pick, man. And this is no shot on the young man. I feel like he could develop and be better. But that just took away a lot of his time clock. We looking at him like a first-year player. He is a first-year player, but he is not young, though. That's the difference. Hold on. How old is Ferguson? How old is Jake Ferguson? Let's see. This man about older than Jake. How old is Jake Ferguson, man? Let me see. Jake Ferguson, 24. Jake Ferguson, 24. He younger than him. He older than Jake Ferguson already. How old is Peyton Hendershot? Y'all done just screwed me today, boy, with that. I guess the Cowboys was looking at it like he should be closer to a more refined, a more defined role already with him being up in age. They looked at him. They had to be looking at him as a plug-and-play guy. They had to with his age. Do you know how cheap Dollar Bill is? Dollar Bill! You think Dollar Bill finna be up here waiting on somebody like that? Do you think Dollar Bill finna be like raising his hand and negotiate with an older tight end that ain't even proved nothing in the league? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't expect Dollar Bill to be that enthusiastic about that. Exactly, you got it. He's 25, but he's still a rookie. That's like the worst of both worlds. Like, what is that? Trap. You know how you hear people say, saying the best of both worlds? That's the worst of both worlds. Good grief. You young, you old, but you still inexperienced. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't know what y'all want me to do with that. John, you know I'm messing with you, but you did open my eyes, though. You did open my eyes because I'm thinking like, it's going to be fine. You know, give him a couple years. He good. Couple years, this man 30 years old. Couple years, this man might be about to hang it up. Shit. Couple years, he might be hanging it up. Coach Miles said, tell me a second tight end in this league that's doing other things than being a great blocker with very little catches. Okay, Coach, look, I think what the disconnect is you talking about the role. I'm talking about the player and how much capital we gave up to be getting this dude. So do you think what Schoon is doing is valuable enough to be a second round pick? Answer me that, Coach. And then I'm going to have to ride it out because I'm finna do another show. Please give me that answer. Do you think what Schoon is doing right now is worth a second round pick? Because I don't think that role is worth it. And then his future is in question with him being such an older player. Like, that's just my analysis right now. I don't know about that. That was a bad move, bro. A bad move is a bad move. And I think that was a bad move. You could have got one of these young wide receivers. Look, you got to go trade for wide receivers. You got to go trade for a 33-year-old wide receiver. When you could have just got a young one in the draft. In the second round, you could have got somebody that was good. We still needed a receiver at that moment. But we went and got Schoon? Come on now. So just riddle me that real quick, Coach, and then we're going to ride this out. Is that skill set that you said, is that worth a second round pick? Just a blocker. Is that worth a second round pick? Maybe Coach will answer me on the other show because I'm about to be late on the other show. Let me know. Good Coach, 5 seconds. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe he'll answer while I'm rounding it out. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. This is a freestyle show. We're going to do this more often. I'm going to answer y'all questions. I'm going to take calls. And we just going to have a discussion about this team, man. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all spin back. Me, HTM Sports, West Coast, and Law Nation supposed to be doing the show right after this. So make sure y'all spin back. Okay, my coach said yes because blocking is important. Maybe we just going to have to agree to disagree on that one, Coach. I don't think that a blocking tight end is worth a second-round pick. You don't think you could have got that guy in the 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round? You don't think you could have got a good blocking tight end in the 5th round if that's all you was using them for? I just think we might just have to agree to disagree on that one. But I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And we out. Spin back gang, I need y'all in here, man. Spin back gang, I need y'all in here. Let's go. Come back on the next show, Coach. We got to carry this discussion, Coach. Come back on the next show. Hey. Hey. Let's get it. I appreciate y'all, man. Freestyle Friday. Let me know how y'all like these kind of shows, man. We might do this on Friday. I forgot my acapella. I gotta do it. I forgot my acapella, but I gotta do it for Miss Patrice. She paid good money for this, okay? But they say the young poet got flows flowing that's mind-blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming. That's fair warning for my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it. That's what the fans wanted. The hot topic. You try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming, but y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces. They photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These dudes ain't half as cool. I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. These people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real people's spirit like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the greatest. Shout out to everybody that's rocking, man. I appreciate all the love and support. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.